How's everybody doing? It's Mike here at Anglers, and we have LJ here from G-Eye Jigs to talk about some of his favorite fishing for this time of year.
Yeah, I just want to talk about what I'm doing today to go out and be successful and catch fish. You know, a lot of people have folks coming out of town like I did, and what they really want to do is just simply go out and catch fish. So if you got a crowd in the morning that likes to get up first thing, first light, stuff like that, what I like to do is I like to go out and hit that shallow water riprap, whether I'm at Poplar Island or along the shoreline, wherever I'm at, and fish that. Try to find riprap that has points in it. Those are the best, you know. And what I'm looking for are trout, you know, striped bass. Don't normally catch the white perch early in the morning like that. So what I like to do is tell you how to rig up what I like to use right now. So Z-Man came out with this brand new hot chartreuse 5-inch. 5-inch is a great size bait right now.
Perfect size.
So I like to put the 5/8 ounce or the 1/2 ounce or the 3/8 ounce with a 4-aught hook on these 5-inch baits because the hook lines up real well with these. That's why I have them made that way. And it depends on the current, whether I need 1/2 ounce, whether I need 3/8 or I need 5/8. But so what I'll do is I'll take my scissors. I always keep a pair of scissors in my boat, and I'm just gonna trim this to make it flat. See how it's kind of jagged? The nose was kind of jagged. I'm not taking hardly anything off of the bait itself, okay? And then I'll come in here and I'll match up. This is a 1/2 ounce G-Eye jig, and I want to come out about that direction. So if I was smart, I would have marked that with the point of my hook, but I've done it a few times, so I feel pretty confident I'm going to get this right the first time through. You see I come through the split in the I don't know if they're fins or not, but they're pretty close to being fins. And once I get it on there, let's see if I got it lined up. That looks pretty good. And I'm going to pull this over, and I'm going to come in here on the belly side. You know what? I'm going to pull this out. Let's try something a little different. Okay. Let's back this all up. Because it's not a solid body like the 3-inch, we can actually come in here and do it the right way. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to shove those keeper tines all the way up. Let me talk about these keeper tines next. So here we are. So I got it all the way in here. So you can see I totally exposed it. Now, if you look here at these keeper tines, that shank between the keepers, that's specced out. I specced that out for the Z-Man, for these little cut bellies that they put in their products. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here. Now I'm going to put it through its back, through the fins. Get it in here straight. And now I got a nice profile of a bait. Now I want this bait to last me multiple trips. So what I'm going to do, I'm simply going to come in here with my crazy glue, my super glue. I'll just put a little dabble in this side and let it fall into place. Put a little dabble on this side and let it fall in place. And then the next thing I'll do is I'll lather it up with some Procure Super Gel.
It's my favorite stuff.
And right now I'm using the shredder crab, or peeler crab, blue crab. They're eating crabs really hard right now. The trout are,
for sure.
Because in that shallow water, that's what they're doing up in there. The tide's pulling it out of the creeks and things, and they're sitting on that riprap trying to find them little crabs, and they're eating them. Okay, so like I said, right now this is the 5-inch that I like to use right now from the Z-Man. Also, this sexy mullet color is very productive, and don't be afraid of the pearl that they sell, that solid pearl. It's really good also. They're hitting that in that clear water. So I also wanted to talk about this Fuego reel because I got 4 of these from this spring, and I absolutely love them. They're holding up really well. I swear, I don't know the difference when I'm using this reel versus my Shimano CI.
I'm the same way.
The price point is like half.
It is. It's great. They're
the
same lightweight reel, and they're
It's an excellent reel, and I've beaten the crap out of mine, and so have all my customers, and they really hold up well. All right, so let me talk about this too. When your leader material, I'm using Segar Fluoro. I want that, and right now when I'm in the shallow water, I'm using 12-pound test. So make sure you check that leader that it's not chipped or shaped on a rock or something, or you catch a big fish. Check that leader.
Always check it.
I've
broken off fish because I'm like, oh, the leader's fine. Then next thing you know, your next fish, you pop it off.
Oh yeah, it's in your heart breaks.
Oh, for sure.
So then what I do next, right about 9 o'clock, look, that shallow water bite, you're pretty much done. And what I'm doing next is I'm going out and I'm targeting the white perch, and doing the same thing. I'm fishing the shallow water, and you know, piers, you know, boat docks, things like that, and just off of them. So if you can find boat docks that have a hard bottom around it, good to go. That's a good area for perch. You'll find them. And what I'll do, I'm using these chrome blue rattle trap. That's an 1/8 ounce. Okay, and what I do with these, leave this little thing on the top because it helps give the lure action. Don't take that off. Then I take my split ring pliers. I take the rear hook off. All that does is if you accidentally catch a small rockfish, which you will, this hook gets him in the eye, and it's ugly.
All the time.
And if it don't get the fish in the eye, it's going to get you or somebody else in the finger. So I take it off and save it because they're little thin wired hooks, which is not a problem. But eventually this hook's going to wear out, and don't be afraid if you go down to only two of the 3 hooks in your treble. Then once you wear this hook out, just take the one that you took off and put it on the front. You only need one hook with these perch and all the rest of it, okay? And by the time that second hook wears out, the chrome's all gone. You got it, and the body's white underneath that chrome color, okay? And
that's a very, very underrated lure.
It is.
People don't use them all the time, but I always have at least 4 or 5 in my box.
And my last trip out, we caught 2 keeper striped bass right next to the white perch. I couldn't believe it. And just don't give them a whole lot of pressure. Also, I caught 3 like 26-inch catfish. Those blue cats are in the bay right now. Oh my God! I thought it was the ray, and I was like, "Nah, we're getting it in." Like a ray's gone, right?
Yep.
And we're like, "Oh wow, that was really cool." Now I'm going to talk about one last thing here. These de-hookers. It is summer, and if you want to save your hands, catching those fish, and you want to save the fish too, make sure you have a de-hooker in the boat. And you can use de-hookers with these rattle trap treble hooks. It's not an issue at all. And when you have the fish, so what you want to do, simply as he's hanging on here, I'll reach down there and I'll grab it like this, okay? And the hooks, keep in mind the fish is on the hook, okay? And then take your free hand with the leader on it like this, and you hold it right here and just kind of shake it, and he falls right in the water, unharmed, untouched. When you get it in, deep down in, then you be careful, get so that you don't damage the gill plates and all that, with your fingers.
Great tool to have.
So, hey, this is what's working for me right now. It's helping me get my family and friends out on some good action and have an enjoyable day out on the water.
Yep.
Yeah, brother.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you
man.
stopping
Thanks
by.
for having me. Appreciate it.
No problem. All right. We'll see you guys next time.